We live. That we are. What's good, y'all? It's your brother, man, from the mind, coming to you guys live from the NY. For those that don't know who I am him, Jooms, the MBIC. And again, you know, I represent the ROD, and you know, we outside with it, you heard? And listen, man, we gonna dive straight into it. You feel me? And I don't want this to be no intro. I want to address the elephant in the room. I wanna put an end to the issues and the confusion and the ignorance that's coming along with this so-called truth awakening. You feel me? Now, for those that know me, know I've been doing this teaching us who we are for quite some time now. You know, my main objective when I came onto the YouTube world was to show brothers and sisters the beauty of being black and who we are, right? At one time, I thought I was a Hebrew Israelite, okay? I stood by that, I taught that. Then I came into the Bantu awakening, right? And within the Bantu awakening, I was able to see Africa as the land of promise, the land filled with milk and honey. This is what I got out of Africa. You feel me? And shout out, and again, shout out to those in Africa. Shout out to those that's on that state of mind, right? But even within that studies, you come into the understanding that a lot of it is another misconstrued insertion, assumptions, and beliefs, right? And as a man that I am, right, a man that's literally on the journey trying to find out exactly who he is, what he is, where he come from, you name it, I'm trying to claim it, right? I come into a space where I come into the realization that even in the Bantuism, it's just another form of religion, another form of Hebrew, black Hebrew Israelite talk. We're just changing the locations and the names, but the ideology, the foundation remains the same. Now, ever since I've been able to uncover and figure out all the lies that came within religion, all the lies that came within the biblos, all the lies, the insertions when these people came into the land, brought the Christianity ideology, brought the Judaism into the land. I gave you all this. And because I've given you this, meaning that I have seen this and read this with my own two eyes, I no longer subscribe to the Bantu-isms that you guys thinking that we are a part of. Now, are we Bantu people? Absolutely. Are we El Kebulans? Absolutely. El Kebulan kidnapped, to be exact. That is we. That is us. I totally agree with that. Do I believe in the creators? Absolutely. Is the creator's name Sunini, Nanini? Could possibly be. Could possibly be. Is Sunini, Nanini a male presence, a male deity? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So I see a lot of comments where people are saying things are acting like what we're studying and what we're uncovering is foolish and it's ignorant and it's for fools. The question that I ask is, if what we're doing and what we're trying to uncover is ignorant and foolish, then the things that you believe in that's not backed by actual facts in any way, shape, or form, what does that make you? Does that make you a fool? Does that make you a coward? Does that make you weak? Does that make you unfit to even say anything? Because the difference between what we're doing and what you're doing is we're really trying to find out who we are. You want somebody to tell you who you are, and as long as it sit well and it goes under the guidelines of the religious ideologies you was taught through your life, you're content with that. I'm not content with that. I'm not from that. I wasn't raised like that. You can ask my ways, you can ask my mother, you can ask my brothers, you can ask anybody that knows me. Everybody will tell you Junes is the most rebellious person in the world. You can never in your life tell me I can't do something, because the day that you do that is the day that you will be destroyed. Meaning I will do whatever I have to do to show you that I'm going to do this. That's been me my entire life. And if you're going to bring forth something, and that's for anything, if you're going to bring forth something to me, it must be presented to me with the factual. I don't want the beliefs. I don't want the assumptions. I don't want that. We don't want that. It's over for that. We are in a space now in our lives where we have absolutely no room for beliefs. We are in a space right now in our lives that we have no room for beliefs, no room for insertions, no room for assumptions, no room for opinions, no room to tell the next man what is good and what is bad when you have absolutely no proof that what you're telling me is good is true. We are not doing this anymore. We're not selling this to the people anymore. The people will no longer have to assume or operate in a state of belief. Not why you with me. Not why you with me. Not why you here. Not why you tapped in here. You will never get that. Everything is going to be based on facts. Everything is going to be based on facts. We don't want no assumptions. You're not going to tell me to believe. You're not going to tell me that something is about us because of a name that you find within the Biblos, which is in English, by the way, is now in an area that's in an African El Kebulan land, which is in English, by the way. You're going to tell me that this is the reason why this is ours. No. We're not doing that. And I don't understand why is there such a disgust with me when I'm the one that's really just trying to put the pieces to the puzzle. I'm trying to put the pieces to the puzzle. I know what religion has done to my people. I know what Christianity has done to my people. I know what Islam has done to my people. I know what Judaism has done to my people. I know what religion has done to me. I know. And because I know the same tactics, all these religions, all of it follows one foundation, bro. All of it. The only thing that brothers and sisters is now doing, y'all changing the names, you changing the location, and you changing the way you delivering the songs. But the foundation remains the same. But I got news flash for you guys. That is not of our culture. That is not of our culture. That is not who I am. That is not who we are. That has absolutely nothing to do with us. These are facts. And you know that. You black people, you black people, people of color, El Kebulan kidnapped. You guys, you know when you read that book, you don't have absolutely no connection. Prior to listening to myself or others on YouTube, you had absolutely no connection to the Biblos. When you read it by yourself, you could never see yourself in the Biblos. You let these people say, it's because you was reading it in the minds of a Gentile. No. You was reading it in the good state of mind. You have now fallen into the hypnosis to now believe that the story that is written within that book is about you. True word. But not a single person can pinpoint absolutely nothing. You can't prove anything to show me that this is about you. You can't tell me you can't tell me that we're not gonna be we're gonna be in Egypt again, and this time we're gonna be in ships. You can't tell me that. You can't tell me that. How can you prove that? How can a little writing justify a nation of people when thousands of people of all races has been enslaved? How? It's these things that I talk about that gets me so frustrated. It's stuff like that frustrates me. Where the attack is on individuals who trying to pinpoint the dots, who's asking the questions that some of you guys are too afraid to ask. I don't know why you're afraid to ask. And when you ask these questions, when you ask the people that's teaching you, when you ask those that's supposed to be in a position to guide you closer to your creators, they shun you away. They say that if you don't like what's being taught, then move along. When does a man with wisdom say that to individuals who's trying to get that same amount of wisdom? When you pay attention, you realize that all of these things is about gaining followers, control, money, and continue selling hope. Because if I live off hope, I could tell you anything. And if it sounds good, I'm going to support it. If it makes me feel good, I'm going to support it. Whether it's factual or not. If it sounds good, I am going to support it. And guess what? That's us. Guess what? That's religion. Guess what? That is our people. Guess what? We're passing this down to our children. Yeah. So I get highly upset. I get highly upset when I hear people attacking those that's really trying to uncover truth. Or should I say uncover the facts, because the truth has been taken from us. The minute that the world was sold that Europeans was the first creation on this earth, and that was the narrative, and that's what's being pushed, and that's what's being pitched. The minute that was told, there was no more truth on this earth. That everything after that had to be factual, because that right there had to be factual. Now it had to be proven that Europeans was the first. It had to be proven that blacks could come from Europeans. Don't give me the ideology and tell me that because my skin, we was cursed by God, and that's the reason why we are in these circumstances. Don't give me that. That's what religion has done. And I'm sorry. We're not teaching that. I'm not gonna pass this ideology to none of my children. None of my people. Anybody that supports the ROD pod. Speaking about support, man, get yourself some merchandise, man. Get yourself some ROD. Spare not, all right? Spare not the rod. You heard? Get yourself some merchandise. I just ordered a few samples. Hopefully it comes in. When it comes in, we're gonna put it on and we're gonna rock out. You heard? We're gonna rock out. We're gonna make 2025 a year to remember. Not just for the heathens, but for the demons and those that's committing treason. The one that's unpleasing, lack willing, still killing while we out here still chilling. Money-wise, I need a couple millions. Couple millions could flip that, make it a couple zillions. And the zillions have my people owning a couple billions while you dudes is out here popping pills, loading steel. We still trying to figure out how can we steal without even losing our sex appeal. Stop playing with my emotions, man. You understand? This is the time we on, man. This is the time that we on. And I'm not here, and I'm not here, nor was I ever here to please man, bro. I'm out here trying to connect the dots, pimping. I'm about connecting the dots, pimp. I'm about finding out who I am, where I come from. Where does my lips come from? Where does my eyes come from? That's the journey I'm on. And I'm not getting there because religion has got me focused on European ideology instead of African El Kebulan people. And you guys are upset because I say I no longer want to search European ideology. I don't measure myself based on what the Europeans said is good and what they say is bad. I base myself on who I am. I base myself on what's around me. I base myself around my mother. I base myself around my father, my brothers. I base myself around those that carry my blood, that carry my DNA. I ain't doing that around everybody else, man. We ain't doing that around everybody else, man. Like, come on, fam. You gotta make that make sense, pimp. And we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. So much negativity in the world, and people still want to take the time out to be negative against those that's really out here trying to find out who they are. And you thinking that I'm gonna know who I am based on an ideology that came from the enemy. I don't went down the rabbit hole. I can't find no biblical studies, lifestyle outside of us. Outside of 1400. From 14 something, prior to that, you can't find absolutely no record of us participating in anything, and I repeat, anything dealing with Christianity, anything dealing with the Biblos, anything dealing with religion. How about that? Prior to the Arabic slave trade, you're not finding no history of any type of religion being practiced out in Africa. Absolutely. Not one, not two, not three, not four. Zero. You can go down the rabbit hole, you're not gonna find absolutely nothing, pimp. Nothing. So if I'm not finding nothing there, then how are you telling me that this is who I am? How are you gonna tell me that this is who I am? Where there's people in the land that doesn't know nothing about laws. A God as powerful as the Biblos say he is, nobody knows nothing about him. It's just too much contradictions. It's just too much. It does not add up. If it doesn't add up, then how can this be for me? If it doesn't add up, then how can this story be about me? If you're telling me that this story is King David, how come we don't know about King David? How come the people don't even know about King David? How come the people does not know about King David? And if his name wasn't King David, then what was his name? And how come the people don't know? How come the people don't know? Don't tell me, we lost that. No, that's not true. Because there's plenty of other people in the land that can trace their ideology back. There's plenty of people in the land that can trace. There's plenty of people in the land right now still doing practices that go back 3,000 years. And if trust me, those people will know about King James. Will know about King David. Will know about King Solomon. Will know about all the kings that came out of Israel, in Jerusalem, all of that. Will know. But the people don't know. The people in Zimbabwe don't even know. The great Zimbabwe, man, them don't even know. The great Zimbabwe, man, them don't even know. The great Zimbabwe, guys. And man, them don't even know. That's all I'm saying. See, I don't go based on a story, knowing that the story has been written 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 times by people that don't look like me and you. How can I not take this word as being the word of God? The word of God, you will have to be a complete fool to touch that word. But not only has it been touched, it's been sodomized. It's been violated. It's been violated to the point where you can never see yourself in there, even if you wanted to. And if you can't see yourself in there, then why are we still arguing about that? Why are we so focusing on the writings of King James and all his 1600 men and his 16 great writers? Why are we so worried about them? Why aren't we worrying about African culture? Why the El Kebulan people don't know every country in Africa that goes with every flag? You should be able to do that. You know so much about Israel. You know so much about Jesus. You know so much about David. You know so much about all these people. You just know so much. You should be able, you should have that same amount of knowledge when it comes to El Kebulan. But you don't. There's over 10,000 customs and rituals that's in El Kebulan right now. Over 10,000. Which one do you know? Do you even know 100? But you're going to tell me that I got to keep feast days. That I got to keep feast days because the feast days is holy. And the holy days and this because this is what we was doing. This is what our ancestors was doing without no actual proof. I'm like I said, I'm for all of that. I'm with all of that. If what you're telling me can be proven. Because Albert Christian bought keeping the commandments to South Africa. So the South Africans, they know nothing about no keeping commandments. The Lemba people, let's talk about these Lemba people. The Lemba people converted to these people's religion from trading and integrating, having sexual intercourses with the enemy. Okay? That's how they became what they became. This is not me saying this. It's not me, bro. You go ahead and go do your homework. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to the messenger. I have no problem for anybody to go prove me wrong. To prove me wrong. Anybody to prove me wrong, bro. But the problem is that when I go against individuals' belief, you go against a black man's belief and their politics, it's like you literally disrespected their moms, bro. It's like you put your hands on their parent and they can't forgive you. They can't get jiggy with you. Even if you slap their moms to get her back on track, still not gonna accept that, fam. Still not gonna accept that, fam. And brothers get upset at me because I'm out here slapping niggas' moms, bro. I'm out here slapping dads, bro. I'm out here slapping Jesus, bro. I'm out here slapping the Biblos, bro. How dare you disrespect our book? Who told you it was your book? Prove it. Show me that this is your book. Show me the archaeological. Show me the documentations that show me that this is your book. Prove it to me. Matter of fact, let's take a trip to Africa and bring me to the burial sites of all the kings that's within the Biblos, since this is our book. Let's do that. Let's take a trip. The book said that they was buried in caves. Let's go find every cave in Africa and let's go through it. Let's see where it takes us. Let's see where it takes us. See, I don't question my creators. Not an atheist. I'm not a godless, care less if God exists. I'm not that type of individual. I know that there's a spiritual order. Why? Because life shows that it's a spiritual order. I see God created everything in man double. He creates man, he got 2 feet, 2 hands, 2 thumbs, 2 index, 2 pinkies, 2 ears, 2 lips, 2 nostrils, 2 ears, 2 eyes. 2 balls, paws. Females bottom parts, 2 lips. Like everything that's around us it has to go hand in hand. Everything. This entire universe is a balance. That's how I know that the creator cannot be a male deity. Who told you that? Who's feeding you this monotheism garbage? Who's feeding you this? True, phone go off because I'm speaking facts. Who's feeding us? You ain't finding that. You ain't finding that in pure African culture. How you get mad at me because I denounce European ideology? How you get, true word, you see my phone went off again. How do you get mad at me because I denounce European ideology? How do you get mad at me because I'm pro-black, I'm pro-African, I wanna know about Africa. I spent over 30 years becoming and having the mentality of a Julius Caesar. I can't give another 30 years of my life learning about who I am as an African, as an American African, as an El Kebulan kidnapped. Can I not learn about who I am? Shouldn't we be granted that? Shouldn't we be excited about that? Why are you so mad, pimp? Why are you so mad, shorty? Why? You want me to sing you that kumbaya? You want that feel good music? You want that shake it? You want to be able to feel that spirit like you did on Sunday? That spirit that you felt on Saturday? That's what you want? Meanwhile, your ancestors is at your front door right now. Your grandmother that passed away 3 years ago is at your front door right now, waiting for you to at least embrace them, summons them, wish them, think about them. Do something so they can come talk to you. Because the story that you guys have been told has been complete lies. And because now that I see the lies, and I'm telling you that it's lies, and that I'm not subjecting myself to these lies, you guys look at me like I'm the bad guy? Me? Probably the realest person, truth speaking right now in this awakening. Who's touching on things that every single real individual, if you from outside, you understand my speech, bro. If you from outside, you understand my speech, bro. I didn't come on YouTube to entice and awaken the weak. I've came to make the strong even stronger. I came to make the killers stop killing each other and point that strap on those that need the strap pointed on. That's what I've done. That's what I'm here to do. Now I'm not here to make you feel good, fam. This is what's the problem with religion. You guys want this good, feel good doctrine. I don't know what feeling good is. I never felt good a day in my life. How can I feel good knowing that if I come outside, it could be my last day? How can I feel good when police is literally circling my neighborhood looking for a nigga to lock up for any petty reason? How you telling me to feel good? I gotta grind for that, fam. I'm heading to see my client. I just left one gig to come to another one. Only thing I did was change my clothes. I gotta grind for that, fam. What are we talking about out here? Feel good. That's the problem. That's why you guys is so invested into it, because you guys want to be soft. You want to remain soft. You want to believe that somebody's gonna come from a sky and redeem you. Like this is what you want to believe. And because I'm not teaching that, because I'm not falling for the name shifts, these dudes done shift names around. Man, I done seen at least 17 different names of Jesus in my entire existence on this earth, man. Absolutely. You can't get mad. You know what I'm saying? You can't be mad at me because I don't wanna stand on or continue teaching something that stands on no fact. I don't subject myself to beliefs, fam. And whatever you believe in, that's for you. That's good. Peaches and cream. Shout out to you. I'm not here I had to sit down with one of my brothers, and my brothers had to tell me, like, yo, my nigga, look, check this out, fam. I know, you know in your heart who you are, right? Somebody in their heart will know exactly who they are, right? Somebody that's a killer in their heart knows that they're a killer. Somebody that loves in their heart knows that they're gonna love. You know who you are, right? The reason why I'm saying that, because my son said, yo, you know who you are. You know you mean well. You know you want to see people, elevate. You know you want to see people, get to that next level. We know that. But you also got to know that because you want that for somebody, that doesn't mean that person want that for themselves. And if that person don't want that for themselves, you can take 50 bullets. You can hold the whole world on your shoulders for that person. That person don't want it, they're not gonna accept it. And that's the same thing. And that's the same thing when it comes to religion. You understand? That's the same thing when it comes to religion. People is going to believe what they want to believe. So, but whatever you believe, then that's for you to believe. But don't critique us. Don't criticize us. Don't come at me, because I'm telling you what you're believing in, it's a lie, and I'm showing it to you. And you're feeling it, and you've been feeling it. But you're letting the foundation of religion play with your mind to the point where you're second guessing the information, you're second guessing the knowledge, when the objective is for you to do your studies, to connect with your ancestors. Your ancestors may not be my ancestors. Sometimes it may be your grandmother that's going to give you this information. Sometimes it's going to be your great-grandmother that's going to give you this information. It's going to be somebody that's going to give you such information, and this information is for you to use to better you. To better you, to help you on your journey. You understand? It's to better you, to help you on your journey. Everybody's journey is going to be different, but the foundation that I'm trying to make brothers and sisters understand is what you guys are running away from. I want brothers and sisters to understand that no matter what you do, no matter what door you go to, some of you was meant to be doctors, some of you was meant to be lawyers, some of you was meant to be chickens and hoes, pimps and hoes, drug dealers and drug abusers, okay? That's just what it is. It is what it is. But what I want you guys to understand is the foundation, people. The foundation, which is one foundation, one nation, under one creators. That's what I want you guys to understand. I want you guys to understand what religion was doing, why it was created, how it was created, what tools are they using for such things. That's what I want you guys to understand. And guess what? One of those tools is the Biblos. One of those tools is the Quran. One of those tools is one of those tools is every religious writings or text that you can imagine. It's a tool that's being used to confuse and divide you from who you are. Religion has made black people believe that black magic, or anything black outside of their belief system, which was handed to them by another nation, they consider that evil. How do you do that? How do you do that? How do you denounce who you are? Denounce who you are spiritually, by nature, by birth. You talk about, people keep talking about birthright. You denounce your birthright every time you took the pot of blood, which is Jesus. This is what's going on. And that's all I want you guys to understand. It's just the foundation. Your foundation is off. What you was told is off. It's not true. And if it's true, I'm as real as it comes, bro. I'm as real as it comes, bro. If it's true, you're going to show me that it's true, bro. You're gonna provide me. You're gonna provide me with the facts. That's all. That's all I said, bro. That's all I said. I ain't say nothing more. I ain't say nothing less. You feel me? Just provide me with the intel. That's all. If you're telling me, listen, if you're telling me that the Bible was a story taken from the Bantu scrolls, okay, cool. Granted, I'm all with that. But you gotta show me the Bantu scrolls, fam. You gotta show me that, fam. You can't tell me that this is mine and you can't prove it that it's mine. Because you're just as bad as those that stole it, right? If I stole your bike and I tell you to prove that this bike is yours and you're unable to prove it, but you're telling me I stole it, then I'm no better than the person that actually stole the bike. You're no better. Because we're both wanting everybody else to believe that this is our bike, but nobody can prove it. What year was it made? Where's the documentations? Where's the receipt? Where's the purchase order? Where's your tag? Is there a certain symbol? Is there a scratch? Is there something that the average eye would not see that shows that this is yours? Don't give me la sabatani. Come on, people, stop. That's not enough. I need the entire book, Fippin. True word. I need the entire book. And that's all I'm saying. Black Girl Magic, you ain't gotta cut nobody off. We gangsters over here. You heard? We gangsters over here. This ain't the Christian church. Whatever these people put inside that chat, let them play it, man. As long as they're not disrespecting children, talking essay to females and all that, let these people say what they want to say, man. We ain't suckers out here. You feel me? This is gangsters over here. The ROD, redeem or destroy, you heard? These gangsters over here, man. Ain't nothing frigid. Ain't nothing timid. Nah, leave them. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the Diddy party. I'm gonna go in there with their ancestors and cause pure chaos. That's what I'm gonna do. Put everybody on Front Street. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah. As soon as Diddy send me an invite, I'm in there. Next question. As soon as Diddy send me an invite, I'm in there. You go in there thinking about homosexuality. I'm coming in there to come violate and destroy. Putting everybody on Front Street. That's what we do over here. We gangsters over here, man. This is the Redeem or Destroy podcast. What? Come on, man. We don't even play like that. You feel me? We don't even play like that. Hold on, let me look for my client's number. We don't even play like that.
What's up, bro?
My guy, where you at?
I'm upstairs.
All right, I'm downstairs.
All right, I'm coming down.
All right, say no more.
All right.
You understand? That's what's gonna happen. But again, they send these people to try to distract and throw the message off. You can't throw me off, man. You can't throw me off. But that's just what it is. My job is never to please anybody. We out here seeking on facts, man. We seeking facts, bro. And I know a lot of you guys is too coward to accept that. That's why you want to be in religion, because religion allows you to not seek facts. A religion allows you to just listen to whoever's preaching and take it for face value. Every time, anybody that knows me, as long as I've been on this podcast, showing my face on these YouTube screens, I've always told you, go do your homework. Don't just listen to me. Go do your homework. And every time I go back, that information has been removed off the internet. This is why I tell you guys, go do your homework. This is why I tell you guys, save these videos. Watch these joints. Because every day they start taking things down. I can't even find Abba Grimerson, the dude that wrote the Ethiopian Bible, the Byzantine king. I can't even find his information no more. I wonder why. Luckily, I got, you know what I'm saying? I got all the paperwork saved in my hard drive. But I don't find that no more. You see, you guys don't understand that they sit there, they watch. Remember, these YouTube lives and all of that, everything, there's being played and being watched by hundreds of people. And they sit there and they monitor and they observe. They see what's fire, they see what's trending, and then they push it out there. And when they see those like myself who bringing forth information, they say, wait, hold on, how did he know that? Go on that website, take it down. Because a lot of you guys don't know where we going. And tonight at 9 a.m., I'm going to talk about this new congested pricing that's going on in New York and what to look out for. This is what we're going to talk about, the things that need to be spoken of. And I just told this to the Wiz when I was walking out the house. I said, we got to talk about the things that we need to speak about. I'm not going to come over here and talk to you about no false biblical story that nobody can prove that is factual. No prophecies. These are not prophecies. These are propaganda. P2 something. That's the name of the website. P2, I forgot. Propaganda. There's no prophecy that's taking place. Everything is propaganda. These people are writing these things to complete it. There's no propaganda. There's no prophecy. It's propaganda. They're putting the sickness out in the air. That's them doing it. It's not God. They're getting people wild up. That's them doing it, and it's not God. It's propaganda. Think about that for a minute. If these people got all this knowledge and information about God, then why are they still doing what they doing with absolutely no fear of God? I think the only people that's afraid of God is the poor people. Because the rich people had no fear of God. The kings, the queens had absolutely no fear of God. I think it's just us. But we're going to have this conversation. McCline is here, and we're going to keep it pushing. All right? So, Black Girl Magic, 9 p.m. I need my moderator outside with me, you heard? I'm going to see you then, baby girl. I'm going to holler at y'all. One.